Hello and welcome to Board Game Gumbo. Today we're unboxing Alicematic Heroes by Manifest Destiny and Japanime Games. So Alicematic Hero plays 3 to 5 players in about 60 minutes, and it's a area control tableau building style game. It's loosely based on Alice in Wonderland, as you might expect from the name. Here's our rulebook here. So a component list. And essentially what you're doing in Alicematic Heroes is, one, you're playing a card to your tableau, and that card may give you a special ability or a special action, and then you are invading a territory within Wonderland. And of course, those territories will get you points at the end of the game based off of you controlling them. You're going to play a total of 14 rounds and then score, and the player with the most points is going to win. So we have some punchboard here. These are the different tiles for the game, and you're going to put out a certain number based on the number of players, and then each tile is double-sided. The other side is just a round tracker. So whichever tiles you don't use, you'll always have a round tracker. Tiles have cities, that is the purple locations, and then each other location correlates to a color, which we'll see when we get into the tableau building aspect of the game. You also have a bunch of tokens here. These are generally just the different resources in the game. So green is movement and red is combat, for instance. And these also correlate with the colors of the cards when we get into tableau building. All the cardboard is good stock, punches out easily. The tiles themselves are a little busy and colorful for my taste personally, but they're easy to read, of course. So that's a big bonus. Even though they got a bunch of colors clashing on there, you can still read the numbers really easily, and that's a big part of the game. So it's nice to see that. So aside from the tiles and the other cardboard pieces that we've seen, the only other thing we got in the box here are the cards. So there are 2 types of cards. Let's look at these first. So every player is going to start with a beginning tableau of cards, and that's what these are. And you're going to be representing one of the characters from the Alice in Wonderland story. So here you are the Queen of Hearts. And these cards are the same. They are double-sided, but they're essentially the same on both sides. You have 5 different colors, and these cards will be out in front of you. And they each represent a different, essentially, statistic in the game. So red is military power, blue is your draw power, yellow is dream power, which is how you play out cards. Green is your mobility, so your movement, and then white is victory power, basically earning victory points. So you can play the Queen of Hearts, or you can play as the Mad Hatter, or the rabbit whose name I forget, Cheshire Cat, and Humpty Dumpty, several different characters. The rest of the cards, including those and also this other pack, which I'll open. So the rest of the cards are all the same. They can be played 2 ways. One is as a commoner. Commoner is kind of like a default playment style. So when you're playing a card, I'll just put out one of these tableaus to show you. You'll have your tableau out like so if you're playing the Cheshire Cat. And you'll have a hand of cards that'll be dealt to you randomly. And you're going to decide to play one of these cards to your tableau to one of the 5 colors you have available. Now, if you can't play something in your hand or don't want to, you can always play a card as a commoner, and that is free. So I could put this card here just for free, but I get no special power because commoners don't have special powers. On the other side of the card are different versions of Alice. And these different versions of Alice give you special abilities. So the little Alice, when this Alice is played or revealed, you gain 1 yellow resource token. You also see that there's a number in the top left, and that's how much it costs to play her. Your dream power is this value. So right now, because I have a commoner here, I have a dream power of 1. This one costs 0, so I could play it on my next turn. And if I were to play it here, I would simply activate it, which would give me another yellow resource. But you see that there are several different types of Alice, quite a few actually, and they give you special abilities. So when you're playing an Alice card, you have to play it to the color of the tableau cards in front of you. So these yellow cards can only be played to my dream power, and you can see that they have differing values on there. Red cards are played to your military power, and so on. And again, all of these have special abilities as well as a cost. So you've got a cost here of 8, which is going to be difficult to pull off, but possible. And every time you play a card, you're going to get to be able to take the ability that that card gives you. Each row has a limit of 4 cards, so you can only ever play 4 cards to each of your tableaus. And again, if you don't want to play a card or don't have a card that is less power than you currently have, you can always play a card as a commoner, as a wild card on any color. But again, you're not getting a power from playing that card. You're going to play a total of 14 rounds, playing those cards to get their special abilities and also increase the different stats, whether it be your mobility or your military. And then you're also going to be moving around on these tiles, trying to take over areas, and controlling areas on the board give you more victory points at the end of the game. And that's it. That's everything you get in a copy of Alicematic Heroes from Manifest Destiny and Japanime Games.